Okay, talk about a late start. Had a wonderful little outing in Huntington Beach. Um, and that's partially the reason why I didn't even get started on this until like 10:13 or something. It is now 11:14 as I'm recording this, so I really have to hurry because all of the uploads take a bit of time. So today's prompts were we have binoculars. Right there. Binoculars. And then for Creeptober side of things, we've got face paint. And yeah, I didn't really have a solid plan. I thought I did when I recorded the last time that I said that I've got an idea for that one, but then I threw that out for a different idea. So obviously we start with our two protagonists, and then I just sort of started going. I should have read and sort of just glanced back before I started, but it's been a long day, kind of tired, and I'm also like sort of panicking that I've only got like a few minutes to like do all of this stuff and upload. Um but that's panic for you, right? So I misremembered binoculars as being telescope. And so throughout the entirety of the recording, I was making a telescope and doing all of this stuff. I do go back and change that later. I don't show any recording of that, but I will at the end sort of do a side by side just to be like, here's what I ended up doing, and then here's how I changed it. I think binoculars are, unless you really punch in the camera so that everything's a lot closer, binoculars are really hard to make obvious and like the focus of something. So I probably could have done a better job on that side of things, because the telescope is huge. Like you can just slam that somewhere and it's like, oh, look, telescope. But if you're not careful, and I really had to mess with the angles on this one, binoculars can just look like a can of beer or something. And I don't know, but I don't really like my cartoons drinking beer. Well, I guess Homer's an exception. So, yeah, I let me see. I also wanted like legitimate children looking figures in the background, but I didn't really have any. I don't have anything that I could like. I could have probably thrown like ghost sheets on top of them, but I already did that for the witch, so I didn't want to cut that corner again. So I just put in two things, and I just hope that I made them small enough that they're assumable. Someone can just make assumptions about them, like either. Oh, and that's kind of the interesting about what I was saying about the piece as I was making. I was like, you know what? The intent here isn't really clear. Like, it'll be kind of interesting to kind of sit back as almost like a gallery artist and just be like, I mean, I know what I was intending, but I'm really curious as to hear what viewers, what everyone else thinks they're looking at. And that is the art to me. um, but yeah, so I don't know if I should reveal for fear of spoiling or influencing ideas of what I thought my intent was in this one. But yeah, I don't think, as far as the prompt goes, I think this one was pretty weak for me, at least, because the binoculars are really small and the face paint is like there, but it's faint. So here are the rendered results.